Welcome to the Diary of a Medicinal Chemist.
Have you ever wondered how the drugs we use are manufactured and eventually available to the consumers? Drug discovery and development is essentially the process through which drugs are manufactured. Now, what is drug discovery? Drug discovery is a process by which a drug candidate is identified and partially validated for the treatment of a specific disease. Now, notice I said partially validated because identifying a potential drug candidate or a potential drug does not translate to it being an eventual drug. Because until we are certain that after the drug development stages, throughout the clinical trials, the drug is safe to human subjects, that is when you get to call it a drug. Now, under the drug discovery, there are a number of activities that are carried out under the drug discovery stage. Now, the first one is the identification of the biological target. It is essential that we identify very key biological targets that are important in the progression of a particular disease. Now, how do I mean? For us to design drugs for a particular disease, we need to first understand the key biological targets that are important in the progression of that disease. For instance, in the case of, let's say, bacterial infections, if you are going to be designing a drug there is going to be an antibacterial agent. That means you need to first understand the physiology of the bacteria. Now, remember that the bacteria is an exogenous agent. It gets into the body. Now, we need to understand how can we leverage on the differences that we have between the bacterial cell and the human cell. And essentially, that is the basis of many antibacterial drugs. For instance, in bacterial cell, they have what is called the cell wall, which is not present in the human cell. So by that, we can easily design drugs that can attack that cell wall. So it is selective in its activity. That is very important. That is very key. Because if a drug is not selective enough, it goes into the body. Remember, the body is a complex biological system. So if the drug is not selective enough, goes sporadically to various areas where it is not needed, affects systems, metabolic processes, and so on. It could be leading to very severe side effects, although there is no drug that is 100% safe. Now, having said that, we need to identify the target and also validate that target.